And hello fellow Technical Space Bandit here with another episode of World of Tanks, and today we are on a new map, Sunset Coast, and I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown what I think about this map. So when you look at the map itself, it looks a lot like Airfield, except on this side of the map it seems like there's a little bit more of places to hide. There isn't an open field like it is on Airfield. Now, when I played this game, I didn't really realize that, and I just came up to the middle of the map. I figured, you know what? I'm a top tier coming to the middle of the map. With an OP tank like this, I should be able to have a pretty decent game. And it wasn't a bad game, to be honest. I just made some stupid mistakes in this game. But I think when I played this game, I actually played it correctly. I think this is the position to be in, because you have access to one side of the field, you have access to the other side of the field, as well as to the opposition's base. So I think this is a correct play. This is a good place to be in. I still have to learn how to play this map, but I think central position like this is very important on this map. Now, I don't know what happened to my team up north, because you will notice that they will pretty much vanish. They'll be completely annihilated. And I don't know really what happened there. I never checked. But looks like Reds have a lot of tanks on that side of the map. And I guess our guys came into extreme fire. Now, another reason why I'm showing you this game is because, you know, everyone's up on PS4 players for them being pretty bad and all kind of stuff like that. I don't think I can make my opinion on this yet. Make up my mind on this yet. I think I didn't play enough games in the crossplay to say whether PS4 players are better, worse, and it's not my place to say so, to be honest. I've run into some pretty good PS4 players. When I played on PS4, I didn't play a lot of games on PS4, but I did play some games there. But what this game is going to show you is, I think, top 3 out of 4 players on my team were PS4 players. So don't judge too early, guys. Just give the game a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time. Let let the players settle. And remember, PS4 might have played a little bit different on some of those maps than Xbox players play. So, you know, there's some period of time of getting used to. So you gotta give it a chance. You gotta give it some time before you can make, honest opinion on this. But in reality, we shouldn't really be focusing on who's better, PS4 or Xbox, to be honest. I mean, we want what's best for the game. I think we should stick together and make it work. That's my opinion on this. Regardless, that's why I'm showing this game. And I'm sorry for the fact that it's in a third-person mode. Unfortunately, my capture card cropped out again. And it happens every once in a while. I don't know what's going on with my Elgato. It just corrupts. It starts to flicker, jerks. Like, I don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing that every once in a while. And then I have to settle for in-game replay. But regardless, going back to the game. Again, as you can see, I progressed a little bit further. I'm still fighting out of the same location, but I progressed a little bit further. And I'm using my gun depression as much as I can to put shots into this lever now, who's kind of sitting in a base, not doing anything. Base campers, as you notice though, our north has lost. At this point in time, I realized that, and I'm like, okay, that's not good. And I'm gonna drop over here. Now, since I don't know this map very well, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Now, I had a feeling that base campers are gonna have shots at me, but I didn't know that this area was so open. Levitt actually doesn't have shots at me until now, when I run into that stupid rock. He has shots at me now. But now I'm in the open, and I probably should have went straight. But I decided scoot this way. I didn't know what's the fastest way out of this situation. But because these guys are not the best and they're not hitting their shots. So I'm pretty much getting away with murder over here. And I'm gonna pretty much run away to my team. That's my idea here. I wanted to come to this side of the map so I can help my friendlies. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But I wanted to still remain central. I didn't want to completely abandon the central area of the map, because I didn't want to get ourselves, like, I didn't want the Reds to come in here and put our guys that are currently on the south side in a crossfire, right? So I was thinking to myself, I think I need to stay here and support the guys in the middle. But I'm gonna run into a little bit of a pickle in a split second. I'm gonna run into this tank destroyer, and he actually played it smart because he was paying attention to me. So I went after him over here, And I thought if I stay here and my sixth sense disappears, I thought that he's gonna turn around and start paying attention to the guys at J7 and J8. I didn't know at that time that he has no shots at the guy at K9, but he still has shots at the guy at J7. So he started paying attention to me. I thought he doesn't have a shot at me here when I poked out, but he did have a shot at me because he was looking at me. I was trying to actually hit those guys crossing, but now he's gonna start chasing me. And I'm a one-shot to him, so I don't want any part of that. I could have maybe tried to track him and juice him that way, but I didn't want to engage him here. I had a shot at Love, but that misses. Now he changes direction and he comes after me again. And again, this wasn't the best game on my part. I wasn't really thinking straight. I decided not to engage him, run off, and help our friends on the other side of the map. So that's what I was thinking. But again, I don't know this map very well yet, and I'm going to run into a line of fire. When he turns around, he's going to see me. And I didn't know whether he was going to be able to see me or not. So I should have probably poked out a little bit before coming out that much. I put a shell into him and he takes me out of the game, unfortunately. But that's totally my fault. I didn't play it very good at the end of the game here. I still ended up with, what, 16 penetrating hits. Quite nice game. But there you go. Type 59-2 is the PS4 player. There's another guy in Progetto who's going to show up in a split second here. I was just watching this guy. Look at that. He was playing nicely hold down over here, so he knows what he's doing. Okay, and then Progetto shows up on this side of the map. And they're going to take this TD out of the game. Just like that. He's going to go around him and get him out. So there. We got to give a little bit of props to the PS4 players, because they're not as bad as you guys say they are. Let's give them some props, okay? And let's give it a little bit more time to see how this game develops further on. Anyway, let's take a look at the end plates. So we managed to put up, what, 4.7k damage, plus 2, nothing spectacular, just your maybe above average game in this tank, which is fantastic tank. Anyway, look at this. Top 2 players on my team were PS4 players. Number 4 player was a PS4 player. First half of the team, the entire half of the team that finished on top were PS4 players. So, okay, let's give them a break a little bit, guys. And let's come to terms that this game is pretty much a platform for both consoles at this point in time. So we're gonna have to learn to get along. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, happy tanking, Space Bandit. Check